Hey, Late Fees besties! The No More Late Fees podcast is now available on Patreon. Subscribe to receive exclusive content, including Ask Me Anythings, playlists, live streams, bonus clips, and more. Check us out at patreon.com/no more late fees.
This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, Jackie and I are covering the classic 1999 movie, The Mummy, with special guest Lindley Key. Before our episode drops later this week, we thought we would take a chance to get to know Lindley and play some fun games.
You may recognize Lindley, who is an actress, singer, and cosplayer from her viral video interview with the amazing Brendan Fraser. Welcome, Lindley.
Hi, thank you for having me.
We're so excited that you are here.
I'm excited to be here. Any chance to talk about The Mummy, I'm in. Absolutely in.
I was like, oh my God, Jackie, have you seen this viral video? First of all, Brendan Fraser, I just want to cry because he's like tearing up. And then Lindley, you seemed just like the nicest, sweetest person.
Earnest. Yeah, it was so heartfelt, and like you knew he knew you meant it, and it was just so special.
In the words of the man himself, shucks, man.
He was just so precious.
He was. Oh my God.
I only got to talk to the man for 2 minutes, but just in that 2 minutes, I could tell he is just the nicest person. And he was, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's so awesome.
I'm so glad to have him back and see him on our screens again. I watched Doom Patrol and I'm really sad because I don't think we're getting a third season. I hope they change their minds.
No, the third season's coming out in
thank God.
In September.
Good, because I thought they said they weren't coming back with another one. I think I saw a video where someone was like, let's share this Doom Patrol video so they give us another season. I was like, wait, was that on the table?
Not?
I'm still catching up with it myself, but what I've seen of him in it, it's just fantastic. He's fantastic as a voice actor too.
Yes, he does such a great job because you don't see him, but you feel him and you feel like it's Brendan Fraser.
Exactly. Every emotion just really comes through.
Leaps through the screen. But for you, obviously, you did this video with him through a Comic-Con, right? You purchased a ticket and you were able to talk to him.
Yes, it was from GalaxyCon Live. It was a very, very last minute purchase. I had seen them advertised a lot on Facebook because the Facebook algorithm knows I'm a nerd. And Brendan Fraser popped up and he was doing the video meet and greets. And they were for the next day. I was like, oh shoot, I'm going on a picnic the next day. Do they have a time slot? Great, they have a time slot open. I'll take it. No regrets. There goes my expendable income for the month, but it was great. And it was just a fantastic experience, especially with GalaxyCon. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form.
Unless they'd like to give us some money and we'd be happy.
Go forth. But they were just super nice. They had tech people come and check your audio, your visuals before the actual meet and greet. So I would definitely do it again.
That's awesome. How did it feel to go viral? Because I know you're also, I mean, obviously you're a cosplayer, you are a creator, you've done podcasts before. So you know the work that you would put into to make content. But this was like a little different. You didn't expect it to go viral, you know?
Not in any way, shape, or form. The first video I posted, I posted it on a Sunday, I think it was. And I was like, I'll post this. This is going to be my Sunday. I just wanted to share it. And then I went straight to filming more content that is still sitting in my drafts. And I didn't think anything about it. And then as soon as I'm done filming for the day and my phone is almost out of battery, I exit out of everything. I was like, oh, shoot. Oh, well, look at that. There's like 500,000 views on this. How did this happen? And it just kind of escalated from there. I think the moment that it really hit that the word viral comes into play was when the Entertainment Weekly article came out. Because I had talking about like the 90s and early 2000s, I have just a stack of Entertainment Weekly magazines.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackie used to get the subscription, and I would steal it from her house.
I would just like voraciously go through it every single week. It was my pop culture consumable before the internet.
Same. And in like a place like rural North Carolina where I grew up, that was what we had.
Yeah.
Like that was the form of pop culture news that we got. So I think that was the moment where it really hit me. I was like, oh, this is blown up far more than I thought it would. But it just goes to show how many people are nostalgic for his movies, who really respect him as an actor. And I think as the internet has started calling it the Renaissance.
Yeah.
They're here for it. They're here for the Renaissance.
I think what's great is that when you said that statement to him that the internet was rooting for him, is almost as if we chose one person. If we could choose one person to deliver that message to him, it was like you were the perfect person to do it. So glad.
Tribute.
Yes.
We chose wisely.
We did.
Oh, you're hitting me with the Indiana Jones references. I can't take it. Yeah, it was great. And I'm just very lucky that I was able to have the opportunity and just get to talk to him.
So are you like a huge Brendan Fraser fan, or the Mummy fan, or is it like a combo situation?
It's definitely a combo. The Mummy was actually my first introduction to Brendan was George of the Jungle.
Nice.
And love that movie. I watched it a few months ago, still holds up. With all of the inside jokes and how meta that movie is, it's still fantastic. But I think The Mummy was what really made me fall in love. The Mummy is what made me fall in love with a lot of things, not only Brendan Fraser, but it was my introduction to the Universal monster movies, because at the beginning of the movie, they would show the little trailer for Dracula and Frankenstein, like get these on VHS, or the DVDs are coming out soon. It was my introduction to that, and especially with characters like Evelyn Carnahan, it's what really made me want to be like, that's what I want to do when I grow up. I either want to be an actress or an Egyptologist. And I did not get a degree in Egyptology. I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, obviously you could so do that with your hands tied behind your back. You decided to do the harder thing. Acting is, not the easiest thing.
It's so much fun.
And that's so cool. I just want to say that The Mummy, if Universal is listening, I would like my money and or my glasses back from the Mummy ride, please. Thank you, Universal Studios.
It's such a great ride.
It really is.
It's so good. I don't regret it. I regret that I didn't put my glasses.
Their wit warnings.
So here's the problem. I put everything in my locker, and because I would wear my glasses so much that it felt like second skin, I didn't even realize that they were on my face until we get in the ride. And I was like, holy crap. And so I was like, you know what? I know what I'll do. I will take my glasses and stick it in between my boobs, because that's great. Nothing gets out of there, and
field trap.
And then it was a bop, a whop, and a weave, and then flew right out. And I lost my glasses. One of my favorite pairs.
But
so
did
Universal.
You get your cup of coffee?
I didn't.
Oh,
I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you. R.I.P. R.I.P.
Still holding on to that baggage, because when's the last time you've been to Universal?
Well, no, the last time I went, I didn't go back on the ride because it was just too much.
You're so
it was traumatic.
It was. Those glasses were real nice. Okay.
Oh,
no. But before we move on to a game, just quick question. So we know where Lindley started her renaissance. Jackie, I know the answer, but the audience doesn't. What about you?
For me, it would be Encino Man.
Yes.
My family was slightly obsessed and we watched it a ton. That one doesn't quite hold up because I watched it recently with my husband who had never seen it. And he's just like, what are you making me watch? I don't know.
It was funny in the 90s.
Yeah, we tried hard. It had Sean Astin. You like Lord of the Rings. But we did really nostalgically love Encino Man, and that was our first exposure. And my mom, I told this story already, but I think it got cut. But I worked when I started working at Blockbuster, it was in '99, and the Mummy had just come out on VHS. So when we were done with the cardboard cutout, I brought it home.
No, you didn't.
And he lived in my mom's bathroom until she moved like 8 years later.
And her excuse, tell her what the excuse was why I was in the bathroom.
That's where she had space for.
These are lies. I'm calling this out, Miss Terry. That house had a ton of room to put that cutout.
Well, you know what's funny is we were talking to my sister about it, and Heather was like, yep, he lived in mom's bathroom. We're telling my mom this story. She's like, I don't remember any of that. We're like, Mom, like, you literally called me on the phone when you were moving and said, I think it's time for Brendan to go in the recycling because I'm moving. And so she recycled him.
No one puts Brendan in the recycling.
No, but she still does have big love for Brendan Fraser.
Why don't you tell us just a little bit about your amazing cosplay?
So as far as my Evelyn cosplays, I don't have a problem and have about 4 different Evelyn outfits. The first one, I started cosplaying Evie about 5 years ago, and it started for my second New York Comic Con. And most of my Evelyn outfits are either found or thrifted. Some pieces I've bought, but most of it is thrifted. I found like the shirt, the skirt, all at a thrift shop, and I made the Book of the Dead. I used
so cool.
a box from Michael's, and the pieces on the front where the key should go, those are all foam. The things that hold the book open and closed are like those little things that hold doors open.
Oh yeah, just like the little triangle door stops.
Yes, and shaped with clay for the falcon heads and magnets that I can just like open and close. And I would use that as kind of like to put all my things inside when going to a convention. And my phone, my wallet fits in there, but that thing is heavy. I didn't account for that when I made it. So by the end of the day, my arm is like a noodle.
Oh my goodness.
And the spine is a paper towel roll.
I love it.
It has lasted through several cons, and I've gone on to do a few different EV outfits. I've done several different cosplays. My quarantine project was learning how to sew. So that has been cosplay has been a very welcomed source of creativity during the panorama, as the kids are calling it. And I'm very thankful to have found things like TikTok and the cosplay communities from there, because it just felt nice to, put on an outfit, put on a cosplay, and kind of escape for a little while everything was going on. And Evelyn she was such an important character to me growing up. She was one of the first characters that I was like, oh, she's a nerd. She's a lead, but she's also a nerd.
Yes.
Maybe it's okay to be a nerd. And she's always
and be true to yourself, but also like have someone like you for being
exactly
true
who
to
you
yourself.
are. Yeah.
Yes. And so that's one of the reasons why I love cosplaying Evie because, I feel very confident in my Evie outfits. It's a dream come true.
Well, this month we're doing a back to school theme. So we're ready to continue with that and get our learning on by unearthing some 90s and 2000s relics of the past that we would wear during school. So are you ready for this or that?
I'm so ready.
Jackie, are you ready for the this or that? Then I
I'm
switched
ready.
up on you.
Ready? Okay, so our first one, Victoria's Secret Love Spell or Bath and Body Works Vanilla Sugar?
Bath and Body Works all day, every day. I think I still have a few Bath and Body Works, like the body spray bottles from the 90s in my possession somewhere.
What was your flavor of choice?
I was either a Moonlit Path or a Sweet Pea.
Ooh, Sweet Pea. That's definitely one of the OGs for sure.
Oh, yes.
I was basic. I was cucumber melon.
Hey, that's a good one.
Danielle, what did you wear? Bath and Body Works?
Yeah, I think the vanilla. So I found out a little too late that I was allergic to a lot of stuff.
Oh no!
But not like breakout. I had like a sensitive smell or whatever, so I can only do very light smells. But I was really heavy. It wasn't Bath or Body Works or Victoria's Secrets, but that cotton candy spray, whatever that was, your girl laced up in it. She loved it.
I love it.
Our second one is Claire's or Justice?
Claire's. I wasted so much money in Claire's. And it was always the buy 5 items, get a mystery item bag.
Yes.
Things that I wore once and never again.
Those little earrings, how you get 50 of them on one of those things. I would lose all of them and I wouldn't know where they were.
Not too long ago, I had I hadn't worn earrings in a long time, so I had to get my ears re-pierced. Guess where I went? Good old Claire's. I mean, I think that might be what's still keeping them going. Be like, anyone want to get their ears pierced? You go to Claire's.
Yep. Glitter lip gloss or lip smacker?
Oh.
I'm sitting here saying, ooh, like I didn't write.
It's a hard choice, though. I'm going to have to go with lip smackers.
Yes.
Because they had the awesome flavors. They had like the soda pop flavors.
Yes.
Their advertising was top
It was
notch.
on point. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Are they the ones who had the Dr. Pepper ones?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly one that I was thinking of. They had a Dr. Pepper flavored.
Yes.
Dr. Pepper, they had Sprite. Oh,
so good.
So good.
Right in the nostalgia.
Bronzer, shimmers, or roll-on body glitter?
Oh. Like Lindley today would say bronzer because you got to get those cheekbones. But probably 90s Lindley was all about the glitter.
Yeah.
I would put it on my arms because I'm like, oh, look at me.
Yeah, I had to be told that I wasn't allowed to wear it anymore. My mom was mad that it was all in her sheets. She's like,
no!
What the hell? Are you doing a project? What is this? Why is there glitter everywhere? And then it got in the washing machine and she would have them on her scrubs. She was like, no more of this.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's hard to get that stuff out too.
Yeah. But when I got older, in my clubbing days, I brought that shit back. You can't
You're
tell
not
me
in
what
Christine's
to do.
house anymore.
Right. I'm in Greg's house now.
Butterfly clips or a bra strap headband?
Definitely butterfly clips. Because they were better at holding up curls than those tiny little headbands.
Yes.
I always was so enamored by those because I never knew, when did this happen? Where are they getting these from? Are those real bra straps? How is it fitting around their head? It was too many questions.
How did
Yeah.
it not cut off circulation?
Yeah.
Those things were tight.
That was not a great hair accessory.
No.
I think a lot of the hair accessories were really scary and wretched.
And the last one we have is Britney Spears Curious or J-Lo's Glow.
Oh, I'm going to go because I remember the ads in J14 and I remember it smelled so good. I never had it, but I'm going to go with J-Lo Glow.
Nice.
And I remember the like exact advertisement. It was her, it was very like golden. She was wearing something like denim or blue. Her hair was blowing in the wind. I remember that vividly. So
J-Lo gives great ad, I tell you that.
She does.
yeah, she does.
I didn't even mean that as a pun, but it works the other way, All right. Well, I have one last question for all of us. If we could make a time capsule, and from 1999, anything from 1999 and be like in the past, if you could dig it up today, what would be in it? And it could be something maybe fitting in a caboodle. Is that too hard?
I hate that the first thought that came to my mind was Dunkaroos.
It's perfect.
That's where my brain space is at today. Like, that's all I really want.
That's a great one.
Definitely some notes that are folded very origamically.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I'd want? I would have printed out my AIM messages to people.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
Because there were some good combos in that. I know it.
What was it?
I think I would throw a Beanie Baby in there. I didn't collect them at the time, but
maybe we had a Fruitopia vending machine at school.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that was like a golden ticket.
It was.
Like if you had money for a Fruitopia,
yes.
You were the cool kid. There were so many like novelty erasers and pencils that we would get at school. I would probably throw some of those in there.
I would love to get the ones that were shaped, the erasers that were shaped like food, but then I didn't want to use them because then they'd get messed up. My mom would get so mad at me. But then I would use them for my Barbies. Like I was very much like, if I'm going to play with the Barbies, I want it to be like real food. So I'm going to give them this taco eraser because I'm imaginative, but I want it to be real, full immersion. So I'd throw some of my erasers in there for sure.
Yes.
Oh, maybe a pager. And
man.
Two more things I would have in my caboodle would be a notebook, but a very specific type of notebook. The kind it was like black and white splotches, and only because it was the exact notebook that Harriet the Spy had.
Oh, a composition book.
Yes. I would want a Harriet the Spy notebook and my Game Boy Color. That was it was Pikachu themed, so it was yellow and it had like a little Pikachu.
You just literally made Jackie's day.
Did I?
Yes. So beneath our TV, we have shelves, and I have every single Nintendo console set up on display.
You just made Lindley's day.
If you haven't gathered, we are also nerds.
Hi, people.
Yes.
I'm what we're called a blurred, but I love it.
I love it. Yes.
Throw a Han Solo action figure in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have them still. I don't really need the caboodle, but I probably would throw one in there.
Or maybe a Blockbuster card.
Yes.
There you go.
I swear it's got to be somewhere.
I know exactly where mine is. I just haven't dug through my stuff to pull it out.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm so excited for us to, get into the Mummy. I absolutely love when I was looking at your Instagram and your TikTok, just the intricacies and just all of your costumes. They look amazing. So
thank you.
Definitely came for Lindley, staying for the cosplay. So before we say goodbye, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you and they can follow along with your adventures?
Sure. I'm on Instagram at Little Lottie. That's Lottie. For all my Phantom of the Opera nerds, that's a Phantom reference for you. TikTok, I'm Little Lottie Cosplay. I also have a Facebook page for my cosplay, which is Little Lottie Cosplay. I'm on, I don't use Twitter much, but I'm Little Lottie 91 on Twitter. I feel like I need to start tweeting more because that video really took off on Twitter.
Oh,
I feel
nice.
like all the people that followed me because the video be like, "Hi, I barely use this space, but thanks for coming."
Meet me over on TikTok.
Yeah, maybe just even to
I'll be
drop
over
your
here.
link. That
Yeah.
would be good.
Yeah, put it in the little description. Like, I'm usually found here.
Well, make sure you guys follow Lindley. And if you're still looking to find us, we're at No More Late Fees on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Woo, say that 10 times fast. And stay tuned for the Mummy episode with Lindley later this week. And as always,
Be kind and rewind.